It's the team of the 80s versus the team of the 90s. The Niners, the Cowboys, they're underway.
This one fielded at the 5. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go down. Hold straight.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
They run with McCaffrey off the option.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. On 2nd and 11 now.
Lance. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he's going to get this down near the 25. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And the Cowboys are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity lost.
Following the interception, here's Prescott.
He'll get this to Elliott.
And he is out of bounds here. So the completion good for just 3. And it's 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
That's Azeez Al-Shaair getting through for the sack that time.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Prescott now. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We're scoreless after 1. they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Inside give to Elliott. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. From the 24, Prescott. It's complete to Brown, right side. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. Now Prescott. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
So he stopped for no gain, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Here's 2nd and 10. Prescott yet again. He's got his man. It's Gallup. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 39 yards there, a big one. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. A 1st down carry by Elliott. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. Prescott. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And the Cowboys are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now Elliott. Take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys drive the entire length of the field, 99 yards for the score. So a great start. They force the turnover on the other side and then take it down the field on their first drive and finish it off with a short touchdown run.
Nice and efficient, excellent job blocking, finds the gap and barrels into the end zone. Great way to finish off that drive.
They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Lance, that's complete out left to Ayuk.
Oh, he's got some breathing room.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Lance now on 1st down.
This is caught. Touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 27 yards. And the 49ers are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Meanwhile, Prescott's throw pulled in by Lamb.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. From just shy of midfield, Prescott. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
47. Here we go, 46.
Throwing, Prescott. And that is incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dive defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Here we go, 46.
4th down, Prescott.
And this one quickly to Lamb. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Hey, kill. 47.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And this is caught. It's Brown. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
The slot man in motion right. They'll throw again. Prescott. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high-percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Marr able to put this one through. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he's watching that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. Oh, I think the Niners got it back. Yes, San Fran recovers. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. They're running.
And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game, 1st and 10 here. Prescott to throw it. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to have it here at their own 15. Second half, close game, and we're certainly seeing some exciting plays, but it's really been the defensives. That's now back-to-back drives that have ended with interceptions.
Yeah, the guys on the other side of the ball, as we like to say, the defenders, they've been the difference makers for their teams. And when they're taking their game up to this kind of a level, I want to see what happens with these offenses. Can they match them as this game goes on? Or will the defenders continue to have full control of this one?
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Lance and company going on 4th down. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. McCaffrey on the counter. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. They fake the handoff. Now Lance. Able to complete this one to McLeod. Touchdown, 49ers! Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
Oh, I think the Niners got it back. Yes, San Fran recovers. Well, they just scored, they got the lead, and they decide to keep their foot on the accelerator, so to speak.
Scouting, scouting, scouting. They had to have seen something in their preparation for this game that told them in this situation, if they get the look they like, let's go ahead and go for it anyway. They like being bold.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now a throw from outside the pocket, complete out left. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. And tip your cap to DeMarcus Lawrence. Nice play defensively. Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. And Lance now to throw. Touchdown! Trey Lance finding Deebo Samuel. And the Niners are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over. And here a late turnover leads to a 4th quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents it.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Anthony Barr. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Azeez Al-Shaair able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, at least it wasn't a turnover like the last drive. You'd think they'd make an adjustment and be ready to make up for that turnover. Instead, just another big play for the defense on that snap.
Prescott's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown.
And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Looking to throw. Prescott.
That is caught by Lamb.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Play action now. Prescott.
Another one to CeeDee Lamb. He's got it. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Prescott on first down. His throw incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. To the air again, Prescott. It's complete to Brown, right side. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 18.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Prescott.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And he will get into the end zone to cut the deficit down to 4. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
This taken in at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
And sometimes things come together exactly like you want. It's not just been the volume of carries he's had in this contest. It's been the production as well.
Ultra. No ultra.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Off the option, here's McCaffrey. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Here we go.
And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Pitching it out to McCaffrey. And some room to run now. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up men will take it now. And solid field position here to start as they get this out to the 40-yard line.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. One last shot now for Prescott. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Well, somebody lit a fire